everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So today I'm making a video talking a little bit about the social engineering of the globalists onto us, the peasant sheep people. And I just happened to come across something last night. I was playing, those word games and other solitaire and whatnot that you have on your computer, just playing these games. And of course, you between the games, they make you watch a commercial because it's free. So if you want to avoid the commercials, you have to pay for it. And of course, I'm not. So this commercial popped up. Now it seems like commercials are one way of the social engineering. And I put this video. You can find this on my Odyssey channel. It's very short. I put in 2 commercials to illustrate how the globalists are the big pharma with the globalists working to engineer
I've been
us.
into fashion since I can remember. But one day I had a stomachache so bad I didn't want to do anything. The team at New York Presbyterian said it was actually my heart. It was severely swollen. Something called myocarditis. But doctors gave me medicines and used machines to control my heartbeat. They've saved me. So now I can become the next great fashion designer.
Okay, so that commercial came out in about 2022. It was the first one I saw. And of course, Big Pharma is only just now in 2025 admitting to the pericarditis effects of their bioweapon. But they knew about this. The White House knew about this. Naomi Wolf reported on it. She FOIA'd the communications, but they knew even before they put this thing out. I mean, I believe it's on the FDA bullet lists that they had in their, PowerPoint presentation in the end of 2020. So what seems to be happening is they ignore it. They pretend like it's not going to happen. And then when it does happen, they wait till a year or two to put out a commercial like that one to say, oh, look, I guess this is a new thing that happens all the time. And now we have a new one. And this is about, they're calling it amyloid. The amyloid plaques. The amyloid plaques are the same thing as the white clots, the white fibrous clots. Those are made of amyloid or prions, possibly. Still deciding. They haven't really looked into it, or I'm sure they have looked into it. They're just not telling us. But anyways, so now in 2025, I was playing this game, and then a commercial popped up that I had to watch. It happened more than once. I caught it the second time and recorded it. And this is the commercial they're coming out now with for the white fibrous clots. It's unbelievable. So now maybe in 2028, they'll admit that the shots did this.
Where are my keys?
Don't wait while memory and thinking issues pile up. These issues may seem like normal aging, but could be due to a buildup of amyloid plaques in the brain. Amyloid can build up over time. The sooner you talk to your doctor, the more options you may have. Visit amyloid.com for additional information.
So that's how they're introducing the white fibrous clots. They're saying, oh, if you're having trouble remembering things, i.e. early onset dementia, it's known that these white clots, amyloid clots, these misfolded proteins, all the same thing, that they cause early onset dementia. And I'm sure you've heard about the early onset dementias going around since 2021. So that's one aspect of the social engineering, is putting out the commercials. There's another one going on at the same time. Now, I don't know if you recall, but Google said a few years ago, they said, we don't want to give everybody a search engine to look at. Instead, we just want to give people an AI chat box or a Grok And you just ask the Grok the question, and Grok will give you the answer. And you don't need to search anything and look at different websites. No, no, no. We'll give you the right answer. We'll give you the truth. Like Jacinda Ardern said, we'll give you the truth. You don't go looking and doing your own research. It's because they want to make it, in my opinion, not just my opinion. They don't want you to be able to do your own research. They don't want you to find alternative websites and alternative videos. They just want you to get the answer from them. So what I've noticed, I'm sure you have too, if you're on social media, Twitter, or wherever, especially Twitter, that they're encouraging people that if they're unsure about something, that they're seeing a tweet or whatnot, someone inevitably will leave a comment saying, Grok, what's the answer? Grok, what do you think? Grok. Now, what is Grok? It's a computer that's programmed by Musk and the other globalists to give you the information that they want you to have. So it looks like what they're aiming towards, of course, is getting rid of all of our search engines, which were already very biased and we're censoring out websites. But now they just want to get rid of that totally. And they're trying to make Grok like popular thing, like, come on, everyone, do Grok. It's a lot of fun. I refuse to use it. I'll do my own research. Thanks. I don't need, I'm not talking to the globalists mouthpiece chat box here, but I am seeing that how they are pushing this and trying to make it seem like a cool thing for the kids to do and getting everybody to just always ask Grok, whatever comes up, and making it seem like as if Grok is this all-knowing oracle, when in fact it's just what the globalists, Google, Musk, it just has those legacy media answers that they want you to take as the truth. And this is an announcement on the screen that recently came out from Telegram. Telegram is now going to add Grok to it. So even Telegram is getting infected with this globalist chat box. You can't escape it, it seems. And I'm sure it's recording everything you say and do, et cetera, et cetera. A major part of the social engineering is keeping tabs on everything you click and read and posts to form their profile of you for your social credit score. Well, they want to lure you into it with convenience. You don't need to do all that research. Just ask Grok. Grok will tell you. I mean, it even sounds like the name of a demon. I'm telling you. They don't even try to hide their demonology. Let's see. How's Grok gonna go? Oh, hopefully it's crappy like my camera and just keeps dying out. There's such luck with these globalists backing it up, though. They're gonna give all their energy to the AI system, and we can just use fire. They want to take away all our electricity and give it all to an AI system to monitor us. Anyways, let's look at this Grok. How's it gonna go? Right there. Here we go. And what are they gonna end up doing with it? What are they gonna do to us with it? How damaging is it gonna be? I mean, are people really going to fall for it and think it's better than doing their own research? Unfortunately, let's find out. This whole situation with this Grok, another chat box like it, whatever they call it, doesn't really matter. What are they doing with it? They're obviously they're trying to make it seem cool. They're pushing it on all the social media platforms. What are their intentions? What are their expectations with their little Grok chat boxes? How's it gonna go? They definitely do. They really hate. Remember how during COVID in 2021 and the legacy media, the mainstream media, globalist controlled media, they always had all these talking heads coming out saying, "Don't do your own research. What are you talking about? You can't do your own research." They hated it. Oh, they hated it so much. And now they figured out a way. They're trying to get in if people will accept it. So that's why they're trying to make it seem like it's fun. It's great. Look, it's Grok. It's got a cool little name, like a dinosaur, right? Or demon. And because they just love the idea of wanting you to wipe away your ability to do your own research. So how's this Grok thing gonna go on humanity here? for their next pandemic. I'm sure they have to have it in place, right? All right, let's see. Grok. See what the cards show. Okay, just making sure my camera is not cut off. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, here we go. General attitude. 5 of coins reversed. Yeah, this is how you own nothing and be happy. They're going to use Grok to take away everything they can from people, especially their freedom, and make us poor. It's all about transferring it. They want to put this fence around people. They want to isolate people from information. This Grok is like a block, blocking you from being able to go out to freedom out here. You see this, the open field and open sky. No, they want to keep you fenced in, into especially your mind, keeping you under their thought control. This is how they're social engineering. If you can't get the right information, you don't know what you don't know. And that's what they want. They want you to not know anything. They only want you to know. This is so sick and sadistic and satanic about these people. It's not bad enough they want all your money and your land and put you in a smart city. They want to control your mind, everything you believe. They want to make you believe all this nonsense and stupidity and be completely illiterate and uneducated so that only they understand the world and mathematics and everything else, or the Chinese as well, of course, and everywhere else where they're exceedingly high with their scores and sciences and maths. But they want to keep us dumb and poor and at their mercy. Grok here. This is Grok, a new thing on social media, coming out and beating everybody with it, like here. But they're also trying to make it seem like the latest, greatest invention. Like look at this. But it's also something to with social media fire to subdue, distract, to keep you busy. Look at this. Play with this. Look over here. While they take everything away from you and block your ability to find the truth about anything and lock you in their system. Basis of it all, Hermit reversed. So this is the opposite of doing your own research, right? This is doing your own research. You go out, search around, listen, find out what the experts are saying. But they want the opposite. They want you to consider this globalist, tape recorder, basically recording whatever answers they want it to give you, pretending to be an expert, right? It's like a false expert. A scam. It's a freaking scam. And it's demonic as well, but that's what they want to pass off. There's like cold cards here. They want to take away everything from you. Your heat, your heating, your electricity, and your ability to do any research and find the truth about anything. They want to make it impossible, and they want you to enjoy that. They want you in your mind to think that you're getting all the information when you're not. Because with AI, they can create hundreds of thousands of websites full of garbage. You know that already, right? Newspapers can be put totally out of business because they can have AI write everything. You have no idea what's real and not anymore, and they love that. They love that because they control the information and the AI and the Grok. So whatever comes out, they're going to be the ones putting it all out, and you're not going to be able to tell anything anymore with this system. It's very difficult. That's why people are saying, like, buy as many books as you can and hold on to them. What's leading them to this? This has been a long-term plan of the technocrats. You could also call it technocracy. And they want to rule the world. He's got the world in the palm of his hand. They want the internet. You can look at as well. This has been a long-term plan to keep people away from the truth, believing lies and nonsense. And they're fake experts saying safe and effective, right? That's an example of this hermit. They want people believe in that and going along with their programs of destruction. So what are they expecting with this Grok? Uh-huh. Yeah, they want people to move away from doing their own research. What they're trying to move people quietly. This is a cups and emotionally, right? They want emotionally, and they're deceiving people. You got the eclipse up here, doing something that's very destructive, changing the world, and they're gently keeping people in the dark. Number one, right? Somebody wandering around in the dark back here. He's got a stick, very much like the hermit has a stick, right? The expert here, he's got a stick. He's up in the mountain. Well, this guy is climbing the mountain, but he's in the dark, and he's kind of wandering around, trying to find the truth. See, they want you to believe them up here, saying, "We'll tell you the truth." They're guiding you in the dark, and you think you're getting the truth, but you're not. Well, they'll put some truth in and some lies. They'll mix truth with lies. Is the usual way they go about it, and that's what they intend to do. As I expect people to just move on to the Grok. What do they not want from with this Grok? Oh, look at that. See, they don't want people talking to each other, number one. So that's what happens. See, you're doing research, you go to a website with an expert or somebody with experience or whatnot, and then you can leave a comment or you can contact them and ask them for more information, or you can get together and do a podcast together and come out with more information. They don't want this. They don't want you connecting with each other. And so Grok is the perfect way to keep you isolated even more, as if you're not isolated enough on social media. We're bringing Grok in to keep people from meeting each other, from connecting, from comparing notes, from interviewing each other. They can't stand that. They're trying to separate us more and more and isolate us, so that all you get is direct information from the globalists. That's what the globalists want, is to connect directly with you, and you can't connect to anyone else. They'll tell you everything, and they'll be everything. They don't want you talking to each other. They don't want you listening to other people. They want you listening to Grok and whatever other AI BS they come out with. That's what they're hoping for. Knight of Swords. They're hoping to win. They're hoping to be in charge. They're hoping to control all information. You get Swords, air, and attack us. Attack us when they feel like, with whatever sharp, pointy object, and by with whatever they want you to believe, and keeping you under control. Yeah, attacking people basically. It's an attack. How are they affected by the people? Temperance reversed. Yeah, they're very unhappy with the fact that people are not following their guidelines for their safe and effectives and for their information. And of course, a fallen angel, they're trying to bring everything under a demonic, satanic order here, evil order, and poison everybody and make them sick. Temperance reverse is making people sick and poisoning them, which they do all the time. That's what everybody's talking about, from the skies, the geoengineering, to the water, to the food, to the everything else, the sharp pointing objects. They want to make you less healthy and less healthy. So you have to buy their big pharma. That's what they want. And Grok is all a part of it. So I'm sure Grok is going to love big pharma products. You know that already. And what's going to happen? How are things going to go? Oh, well, there you have it. I see this as an excess of. Reversed as an excess. It can also indicate future, but there's going to be a lot more deaths. The more people embrace Grok, the more people use it. They're just going to be leading to their own death and destruction. Literally death, but also destruction of society and the way of life as we know it. Because if all you know is what they tell you, then you're lost. You're not going to know anything with them. They're going to have everybody under control, led lambs to the slaughter. And in the long term, they will own everything and you will own nothing. They will have all the data, all the land, all the resources. They will own everything, and you won't even be able to walk out in nature anymore. You got to stay in your smart city, because it's all about getting all the goods here, getting all the material things. It's very satanic and greedy. And yeah, you notice they got the bird with the blindfold on. That's like, you can't see what they're doing, but they can see what you're doing. And they're going to have you under surveillance while they live in freedom on their planet, on their huge mansions and long, sprawling land that they own. well, they've killed most of you off and left the rest of you in your smart city. So that is the long term plan, and it's going to work if people fall for it. This is where it's headed. So it's all about the data, getting your social credit score, putting you in all that, because that means at the end of the day, they will own and control everything. One big Chinese Communist Party world controlled under their strict surveillance system. That's where they're going with this. Well, they're going to kill a lot of people first, get the numbers down as much as possible. So, yeah, there you have it. So, deadly for sure. Grok is deadly. It's dangerous. Will do nothing but harm people and isolate them and give them bad information. So, look out. I wouldn't use it. Do your own research. Talk to the experts. Reach out to those who know, not to a global controlled cat box. So there you have it. So I hope you enjoyed this. If so, please like and subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye bye.